Good morning, children. Shall we have a small recap of the previous class? We studied about complex prepositions, adjectives, pronoun, proper noun, and adverbs. Okay, now a quick glance on homework. Moving on to synonyms. First one, glint. Glint means sudden brightness in the eyes, showing happiness or excitement. Gazed, looking steadily. Insisted, demanded forcefully. Pigment, colored powder that is mixed with liquid to produce paint. Apprentice, learner. Next one, antonyms. Sealed, open. Shout, silent. Contract, expand. Certainly, uncertainly. Privacy, publicity. Next one, adjectives. 20, wonderful, anyone, 45, proud, high, hopeful, well, and 8. Next one, adverbs. Slowly, faster, immediately, in front of, importantly. Okay, children, today I am going to teach a new grammar, gerunds. First, let's see what is gerund. Gerund is a verbal noun. The structure of the gerund is verb plus ing. It looks like a verb, but it is not a verb. It functions as a noun. Let's see an example. I like running. Here, I is a subject, like is a verb, running is a gerund. The structure of the gerund is verb plus ing. Now, let's see what are the uses of the gerund. As a subject of a sentence. Example, swimming is a healthy exercise. Here, the word swimming is a gerund. What is the structure of the gerund? Verb plus ing. It is a subject of the sentence. It is a verbal noun. So, verb plus ing is a gerund. It does the function of a subject. The word swimming is a subject of the sentence. Next one, as the object of a verb. Example, she enjoys going to school. Here the word she is a subject, enjoy is a verb. The word going is a gerund. According to the structure of the gerund is verb plus ing. Go is a verb plus ing. So going is a gerund. It is not a verb. It is a gerund. It is a verbal noun. It is an object of the verb enjoy. Next one, as the object of a preposition. Example, Meena is not interested in looking for a new job. Here, Meena is a subject. Is not interested is a verb. The word in is a preposition. Looking is a gerund. The word looking is an object of a preposition in. Next one, as the adjective of a sentence. Example, the quail is a singing bird. What kind of a bird? A singing bird. So the word singing describes the noun bird. Here, singing is a gerund used as an adjective. Next one, as the adverb of a sentence. Example, the train came whistling. Here, the verb is came. How did the train come? Whistling. So, the gerund whistling is describing how the train came. So, it is an adverb. Okay, children, from this we come to know that gerund can be a subject, object, adjective, preposition or adverb. We must look carefully to understand it. Okay, children, now turn to page number 11. Let's continue from where we stopped. Reluctantly, Signobatoli withdrew. A month passed. How is it coming along? Signobatoli asked. Okay, Is reluctantly adjective? No, it is an adverb. What does it mean? Yes, good. Reluctantly means something in a hesitant way. Is there any verb in this paragraph? Yeah, good. Withdrew, past, coming, and asked are the verbs here. Can you classify it? Yeah, great. Withdrew is past tense. Past is also past tense. Coming is present continuous tense and asked is also past tense. Moving on to next para. It's coming along nicely, said Monsieur l'Abbé, again from behind the curtain. Along with these words came the strange sounds of swishing, clanking, and slapping. You know, you are fortunate that I am painting your portrait. Only beyond fresco will need 4 coats of lime plaster. It's the best plaster process I ever saw. Sigda Batroli, it will last forever, but it's a time consuming endeavor. Okay, children, it's time to find all preposition from this paragraph. Yeah, good. Along, from, behind, and with. Let's find out the meaning of endeavor. Yes, good. Endeavor means effort. What are the strange sounds? Yes, swishing, clanking, and slapping are the strange sounds. What is beyond fresco? Yeah, it is an Italian expression for true fresco. And fresco is a technique of painting. Now you are going to make a sentence with the word endeavor. Make it, students. Okay. My example for endeavor. He is enduring to help his family. Find out all the gerunds from this para. Yes, good. Coming, swishing, clanking, slapping, and consuming. Let's move on to next para. Sighing deeply, the patron withdrew again. Just how long would this take? Here, find out the adverb. Yes, good. Deeply and again are adverbs here. Let's move on to next para. Another 3-4 months passed and finally half a year went by. One day, Signor Bartoli marched in, demanding to see his portrait. You must be finished by now, and today I will see it, he exclaimed, shaking with frustration. Okay, what are the verbs here? Yes, past, went, marched, demanding, see, finished, will see, exclaimed, and shaking. What do you mean by frustration? Yes, frustration means very angry. Next para. Stepping out from behind the cloth as though surprised by such anger, Monsieur l'Abbé said calmly, that's fine. You needed only to request it. And he pulled aside the 20-foot tall curtain. What is stepping out here? It is a phrasal verb. Make a sentence using calmly. Okay. My sentence, he spoke slowly and calmly. Okay, children, now let's see some question answers related to these paragraphs. First question, what were the strange sounds? The strange sounds were swishing, clanking, and slapping. What is beyond fresco? Beyond fresco is an Italian expression for true fresco, which is a technique of painting. How much month did the portrait take to complete for Abbé? It took half a year to complete for Abbé. Was Bartoli frustrated? Yes, he was frustrated. Okay, children, now let's recap. Tell me, what did you learn today? Yes, good. Today we learnt about gerunds, past tense, adverbs, phrasal verb, meanings, and make sentence. Now you are going to read and find out meanings, past tense, and adverbs from the para 15, 16, 17, and 18. in the page number 11 for homework. Find out the gerund in para number 16 and mention the use of the gerund in that para. Okay children, thank you.